Hello, my dear friend. I hope you are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it, press the bell icon, hit the like button also. Friends, today I am going to start very important series for your competitive exam. Means now I am going to cover political science lecture on my platform. It plays a very significant role for your competitive exam. If I will talk about the UPSC syllabus, then you will encounter near about the 15 to 20 questions in your pre-examination. After preliminary examination, you have to appear in the mains examination also. In main examination, you will face GS paper 2. That costs or marks you near about the 250 marks. Out of the 250 marks, you will find 150 mark question paper from the political science itself. And I will talk about the essay paper also. There you have to write about the essay women empowerment or child labor or universal health scheme. Then you should know about the political angle or constitutionality of that system. Then only you would reply or make a very useful essay for the exam. And if I will move further, then in the interview, political science plays a very significant role, because in interview you have to face the questions such type of the social security schemes like GST or Aadhaar. Then you have to know about the political angle or constitutionality of that scheme. Then only you would reply in the very correct manner or cogent manner. Then I have already told you the importance of this subject for the all examination, or you will find so many questions in the state PCS examination also, because if you will find like HCS paper of this year, then you will find near about the 25 questions from the political science. Means if you are very well versed with the political science, then you can crack any exam. Friends, now I am going to start about the political science lecture. If I will talk about the political science is totally about the constitution. The supreme thing is constitution. After constitution, you have to read about the laws made by the parliament. And the third one is like policy and notification, what time to time the lawmakers are providing. That is all about the political science. Friends, the constitution is the supreme thing in India, because we have written constitution, and that if sometimes you will find so many laws are the in violation of the constitution, then we have to reach up to the judiciary to struck down the all laws made by the parliament. Friends, now I am going to start about the constitution. Constitution is the supreme thing in our India. Constitution provides legality sanctity, means legal sanctity. If something is wrong along with the constitution, then you can go or reach up to the judiciary, and that can protect your rights about the constitution. Recently a case happened in the like Maharashtra, IT Act 2000. You might know about the IT Act 2066A clause of that rule, by which means if you are like creating a nuisance in the society by posting your content on the digital media platform, then you will grabbed by the police for that act, or you can sentence up to 3 years for your misdeeds. But here some case happened like a lady from the Maharashtra. She posted on the her YouTube channel or her Facebook page that if a what is the meaning to create or to implement Bandh in the Maharashtra if a political leader dies, because Shiv Sena leader Bal Thackeray had died, and for that she was saying about something on her Facebook page. One of her friend liked the page and both were confiscated as per the IT Act 2000. But a young law student, that is Shreya Singhal filed a case in the court in 2015, filed a case in the court about the legality or sanctity of the IT Act 2000 because it is violation of the freedom of speech and expression provided under the Article 19(1)(a) clause A, in which or by which powers you can express yourself in front of the anyone else, and that IT Act 2000 was the violation of that freedom of speech and expression. Friends, that's why we are considering or creating this our constitution supreme, or it can struck down any in violation of the law. Friends, if I will talk about the exact definition of constitution, constitution definition is constitution is about the legal sanctity of each and every law. Constitution plays a very significant role in the faith and aspiration of the people of India. Constitution is a such type of book, or that is holy book for ourselves, because it protects our rights and it realizes us our duty which we have to perform as per the our norms. Friends, political science is about the constitution and the organ of the government. The organ of the government are the legislature, means we have to read about the legislation. And the second category is our executive is about the who are implementing all the laws made by the legislature. And the third one is judiciary, which protects the right of the people as per the constitution provision, because law cannot violate the constitution. Constitution is the supreme thing in our India. Means political science plays a very significant role to realize you to your rights and your duties also. And now I am going to talk about the what type of constitution we are having. Like in the world you will find written constitution and unwritten constitution, because this is the segregation we can do. In the written constitution, USA is there, India is there, means we have written our constitution and codified them into a very small page, means we have not elaborated all the things, because interpretation of the judicial is very supreme, means the constitution is not a very big thing. Because if you will talk me that please show me the constitution of India, I will take out a bulky book in front of you and then I will say this is the constitution of India. Same here, like in the USA, if you will ask me about the constitution, then I will take out some pamphlets and put in front of you that can be constitution of USA. But if I will talk about the UK constitution, then it is not very codified or in precise manner, means you will find definitely they have written their constitution, but if you will talk me about this showing the constitution of UK, then I have to take you in the library. There you will find so many books. One book you will mention there is a Magna Carta rule, means by which means they are providing the legal sanctity of their rules. And the second one they will talk about the their like queen rights and duties, means they have segregated their constitution. And in India you will find all the things in the codified manner in the bulky book, that is called constitution. That is the main difference between written and unwritten. But the basic thing is that in the USA constitution implemented in 1778, means 15 states come together. Earlier they were the colonies of the UK. They come together in the Philadelphia. and decided to make their constitution, and they implemented the thing, because that is called the United States of America. Means states were united. The state comes, 15 states come who were earlier the colonies of the UK, and they decided to make their constitution, and now they are creating, or they are united as a country. Like if India, our like cabinet meetings were happened regarding constituent framing, and within the 3.5 years they created our constitution under the presidency of the Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, our godfather of the constitution. Friends, if I will talk about the UK, then they have evolved over a period of time, because earlier they were not so sure about their constitution. Again and again they have bring new information in the constitution, and UK and New Zealand are the example of the unwritten constitution. I think right now I am able to make you understand about the written and unwritten constitution. Now we have to shift it to the another part, that is enacted or evolved constitution. Enacted and evolved constitution. Enacted means we have implemented our constitution in single go, because 26 November 1949 our constitution was fully ready, but we have implemented only 26 January 1950, because we want to enact our constitution in a one single go. That is called the enacted constitution. Evolved constitution is like generally remains unwritten constitution, means they have not write their constitution in the books, statutory books. They evolved over a period of time, because at the time of the 1281 the Magna Carta rule came, that separates religion from the state. Means religion has different faith, and they are, religion and states are two different entity. They came into the existence in 1281, but in the 19 itself they are talking about the human rights. Means they have evolved over a period of time, and near about the 3 or 4 decades they have evolving, and they are implementing new things. If you will talk about the Indian constitution, that is also like live document, because on the timely basis we are enacting some amendment on our constitution, and we are enjoying their liberty, because you know that in the article 21 you will find so many clause like right to life with the dignity. Then right now and nowadays, even like having a good environment is also comes under the right to have life with dignity. That even that NGT, you might know about the NGT, National Green Tribunal 2010 they have established, and that is established under the provision of the article 21 itself. But now I want to tell you, yes, Indian constitution have already like we are taking amendment, but that is not evolved, because evolved is saying that is not implemented in one single go. Yes, we are bringing amendment, but we have implemented or enacted the constitution in one single go. That's why we can call it's enacted constitution. Indian constitution is a enacted constitution, and evolved is like they are bringing new and new law again and again, and that is unwritten, and that is called written. I think now I am clear about the enacted and evolved constitution. Now move further about the federal and unitary, because it plays a very significant role. Even this year UPSC questions paper, you have to find so many like questions about the federal structure and the supreme thing of our India, because there was a question about the judicial independence, because this is the one of the factor of the federalism, because if the judiciary would be independent, then it would protect the rights of the state and center like continuously or simultaneously. That's why judicially independence is very important for the federal structure. That was the question in the UPSC preliminary 2021. But now I am going to talk about the unitary and federalism. Unitary means one single center government is there, like in the UK, London, and all the states are working under their purview, because yeah, there are states and they are working there, but that is called the delegated power. Delegated powers means the sole responsibility of implementing or creating the law of the London government, means central government itself, but they are delegated their power to the subordinates, to the states. That's why they can rule them, or they can administrated them. Like if I will talk about in UK, they are having only one supreme central government, and they are providing delegation to the states to have their normal working. If I will take example of myself, if I am the main head of any department, if I am like delegating my power to the my subordinate, and I'm saying that you have to take care of this room, and another person, if I would ask to another person, then you have to take care of the lights of that room, means I am delegating my power to the my subordinates. But who is more responsible? I am the solely responsible for all the task. That is called the UK government, and that is the unitary factor. And federal factor means definitely there is a central government and there would be state government, so many, but they are having independent power, means center is different, doing some another thing, and state are doing different thing, means they have separation of power. Like under schedule 7 we will find that union list, state list, and center list. In union list there is a mention of the government that you have to make rule as per the union list, central government, and state government, then you have to make rule as per the state rule, means state are the solely responsible for making that type of rule, like land, prison, and all things. Even like in the 2021 preliminary, the question was there regarding that all the payrolls rule are different in the states, because the jail comes under, or punishment comes under the state government. That's why they are having different payroll rules in their state. That was the question, because we have to listen or learn the things meticulously, then only we would reply the preliminary examination. Even that can be propitious for the mains examination also, because for the UPSC and all state PCS examination you have to go in the deep itself. Knowing the cursory point is not so important for that UPSC, otherwise you would be confused in the paper. Then friends, now comes to the topic. Now I was talking about the federal structure. Yeah, there is no definition of the federal structure, but just we are comparing our constitution to the USA constitution, because USA is the perfect example of the federal structure. For the federal structure to be, there should be a quality of the like judiciary separation, no sorry, judiciary independence, because if the judiciary would be independent, then there would be like a separation of power between the all the organs of the governments, and then that can protect the rights of the state and the center also. And that was the question in the preliminary examination. And the second one is there should be rigidity of the constitution, means it is very difficult to amend the constitution. With the help of the center and the state government concurrence, then only we would able to like amend the constitution. That is the quality of the federal structure. Even like we are amending the constitution again and again, but with the help of the state and central government combined. That is called rigidity. And the third part is that we are written constitution. There should be written constitution. That is the quality of the federal structure. Otherwise, if I will talk about the UK, that is unwritten constitution, and that can't be a federal, because the powers are not segregated. And if I will talk about the written constitution, means the separation of power under article 7 is different. That's why we can say the right written constitution is the quality of the federal structure. And the fourth one is distribution of power. Distribution of power between the state and center is different. And the sixth one is dual government. There should be government different, like at the center and the state we are having in it. But sometimes some politicians or the political teacher are saying that we are having some unitary bias also. Sometimes when the rule of the emergency, like President Rule 356 comes into the place, then dual government became unitary, means the center overtake the state government. That is called a factor or like a symbol of the unitary. But when only emergency levels we are creating a unitary factor, that's why we are calling our constitution is quasi federal and dialected towards the federal structure. Means we are having federal structure, but sometimes it acts as a quasi federal. Quasi मतलब होता है half हो गया. That's why we should like love our constitution and we should read about constitution. If we are preparing for the any competitive exam, that can be beneficial, but still we have to know about the constitution, our rights and our duty, that plays a very significant role in our personality and our daily routine. Friends, today I have already covered about the discussion part. Further I will post video about the whole syllabus. I hope make you understand. Thank you friends. I will come tomorrow with more syllabus. Bye.